Alright, guys. Let me just get right into this. I've shied away from pwnage for a very, very, very long time. So much so that even saying shied away from pwnage is a wrong, isn't exactly correct. Because I've only really done it once. That might have been of MrCrazyDudeful, and if there was an astute observer, they would have noticed that I pwned MrCrazyDudeful before she was the flavor of the week. But who's keeping score anyway, right? But here's another target, and this is MrCrazyDude, and really I have no interest in remembering his full YouTube name, because I don't really give a crap. But he's currently locked in a battle, engaged in a war with Rithrandil, or if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm sorry dude, Rith. I always just call him Rith. And here we have two forces, the immovable object and the unstoppable force. We got Rithrandil, which is this unmovable, shaking fact machine who knows these things, who has the textbook knowledge, the know-how, who can open a book and point to it. And we have the unstoppable force of utter ignorance, disillusion, and stupidity, which is just empires have been destroyed by this force. And they're colliding, and it's an epic battle of huge proportions. Well, not really. It's not very interesting. In fact, it's kind of like, here's one guy trying to pound facts into the head of someone who's clearly not even really willing to listen, and that's kind of the reason why I shy away from pwnage. It really doesn't actually do anything. But there's just sometimes, some of those tiny times when it's just, I can't fucking take it anymore. I've just seen something so idiotic in its performance, and such a bastardization of the very core beliefs I believe in, the things that I attach my life to, and just seeing someone rip those apart and utterly demolish them makes me want to fucking murder someone. Ah, fuck. So here we go. MrCrazyDude made a video that's only about 1 minute, 50 seconds long. So as we can imagine, his attention span is probably half that, and he's really stretching himself to get this video out, as we can all tell. And inside he says, Article 4, Section 3, Clause 4, it's Section 2 of the Constitution, Article 3, Clause 4, which is about the U.S. President must in good faith uphold the laws of the United States, except for the fact that in this very section, and in the legal history revolving around this section, it actually kind of means the U.S. President has supreme executive power, and that the only thing that the legal department or the Justice Department can do is deem a law unconstitutional. The President actually has a lot of dictatorial power in this clause. In fact, by the very mention of this clause, you have already destroyed your own fucking argument. Because Crazy Man is just determined that Obama's this dictator, and now America's gone, and Obama's been ruining it, and President Bush wasn't a dictator, no, but Obama is, and he's ruining America. And Brock Lawley's there, and he's saying, Rithrandil, you dodged the issues. And I'm sure in this fucking, sidebar on this argument, atheist antidote fucking Brock Lawley likes to complain that liberals or progressives are these Marie Antoinettes. Swear to God, man, I drink fucking beers and watch, sports on the weekend. This guy looks like he takes in a good ballet, and the very mention of a spelling mistake irks this guy. How dare he call me a friggin' Marie Antoinette? I could kick that guy's ass any day of the week. But anyway, so this MrCrazyDude is saying, Obama's a dictator. But this clause in the American Constitution, of which this guy knows, despite him having it right in front of his face on the screen and admitting that he's just read it now, but he knows it. He knows. It fucking says that he must uphold the laws in good faith. You know what good faith means? Like nothing. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing, okay? Good faith is one of those wordings that's like, hey guys, let's not be rules lawyers about this, okay? Let's try and keep the faith of the game. Only technically, you can't rule someone's acting unconstitutionally out of good faith. That doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? The only thing that you could really deem on that is, oh hey, he's completely abused his executive powers to run around and hit people with golf clubs out of the side of a F-50 Ferrari while getting immigrants to choke him in the shower. That's probably out of good faith. But he hasn't done anything. This is why we don't like him. Because he hasn't done anything. He's been a terrible president because he's listened to stupid morons like you. And so he's completely abandoned all hope of action. But he hasn't done anything. You fucking imbeciles. Goddamn Republic scrubs sitting there talking about immigration is the big issue. Outsourced labor is the issue. Don't fucking tell Rithrandil he dodged the issue, because Rithrandil was talking about the fucking issue. The issue isn't fucking people coming and taking your gerbs there. The issue is all of the jobs in fucking America are gone. And Choir Girl, you know, another user who's boundless, more intelligent than you, crazy dude, and Brock, I don't really give a shit about you either. She brought that up, and she was smart enough to know that's the issue is that there's no jobs, not the fact that these jobs are disappearing to immigrants, okay? The fact is that there's just no jobs. And the reason why there's no jobs is because they're all being outsourced. But you're not worried about outsourced jobs because it's very easy for the super media machine to convince you that the problem is immigrants taking your jobs. Show me the Mexican immigrant that jumps to the border and the next day he's working at a white-collar, you know, engineering job. And he's got his nice tie and he's feeding his fucking family. And you know what? If immigrants could take white-collar jobs, I'm sure they would do a fuckload better job than people like you. No. The problem isn't Mexicans who are willing to work for less because they don't have as much. The problem is the fact that you're allowing business owners to get away with this shit. You're allowing immigration officials from state departments to just literally, in their training videos, ignore the issue and tell people to ignore the issue. Hold them accountable. Hold business owners accountable. Hold public officials accountable. The assholes who hire immigrant maids, hold them accountable. Don't hold fucking Obama, who has, like, almost no fucking control over this goddamn shit in the first place. Because your whole argument is, you know, he's not upholding the laws in good faith. How about the people who are just breaking them? Did that ever fucking cross your mind? I suppose it didn't. Anyway. Tom are out.